Last week, I announced that we're going to be launching our podcast on the 16th of February, and that is still on. And so many people have joined the waitlist. I'm super excited about that. So if you would like to be one of the first people to listen to this podcast when it launches, 6 a.m. on 16th of February, waitlist is in the description. Please join the waitlist. I'm not going to spam you. I'm not going to send you things you did not ask me to send you, but I'm going to let you know when the podcast launches and how you can listen to it across all your devices. It was one thing to create really good content, but it's another thing for people to see it. One of the things that you need to be concentrating on when building your brand is maximizing exposure. It's like you don't want to put in all this work in building yourself and all this work in creating content and all this work in creating your product and nobody gets to know. So the game of social media is the more people that get to know about you, the more people that will potentially buy from you, the more people that will potentially allow you help them. So today we're going to be talking about how to maximize your exposure on Instagram. It's definitely important for you to have an audience of people who are really genuinely connecting with you and who connect with your message and who you can help. If you're not subscribed yet, this is around the time to do it. And check all the other videos out because everything that I put out here is to help you build your brand. So of course, the first thing with maximizing your exposure is actually having great content in the first place. You cannot maximize what you don't have. Focus on creating good content. And let me tell you something, good content is not that hard to create. I have a couple of videos that I have created that will guide you through creating great content. If you check my Instagram, I'm always talking about tips and how to create great content. So, but if you're just starting out with your personal brand, great content is anything that your customers or your clients find relevant to their pain, relevant to the solution, relevant that they can relate with. All of these things are relevant to them. Even if you're not giving a solution, if you're just showing some empathy, if you're just showing you understand where they are, that's good content. I'm not going to give you a content class here, but start by creating good content that makes them see that you see them. That's the first place, because if you do all the other steps that I'm going to talk about eventually, and they come to your page, you actually get to attract them and they come to your page and they don't find something to keep them, they're going to move away. And so that's not what we want. We want anybody that gets to your page to immediately understand that this is what you do, get clear. And we talked about clarity last week. If you haven't watched that video, head over there and watch it after this. But your message is clear, your visuals are cool, your vibe is showing. I'm going to stay, right? I followed a lot of people this past few weeks, and it's because as soon as I got to their page, because I might have seen like one random reel, right, on the Reels tab, and then I liked that reel. I'm like, oh, let me go check and see if her other content is as cool as this. And then I check and it is as cool as this. I'm staying because I'm looking for how to elevate my mind, my spirituality, my life in general, my health, my fashion, I'm looking for how to elevate. People are looking for help. So if I come on your page and I see that it's just that one reel that you have that is good, the rest is just meh, I'm going to go. But because I'm interested in helping myself, if I come and see that you have lots of good content, it gives me confidence that in the future, when I follow you in the future, I'll get to see that good content and it will help me. And so it's easy to follow people like that. And now when I follow you because I believe that your free content can help me, eventually when I'm ready to really invest in that aspect of my life, guess who I'm going to go for? So it's really important that your content is a game. The second thing that you can do to maximize your exposure on Instagram is use keywords. Like Instagram has SEO, right? We think about SEO in terms of Google, but Instagram has SEO and it works. So what is SEO? It's basically search engine optimization. And that's basically when somebody is searching for something that you have, will they find you? Right? So hashtags were the first form of SEO that we saw on Instagram. It's like, okay, if somebody goes to hashtag personal branding for ambitious women, will they find me? They will find me because I use that hashtag. So that's clear. So hashtags were the first step, but now Instagram is opening up and people are getting to find you through other places as well. So first thing is your bio. Is what you do clear in your bio? Because if it is not, then you're really missing out. You're leaving people on the table. People are not finding you because when people search for personal branding, I'm pretty sure I'm going to pop up one way or the other because there's personal branding in my name. The people you want to find you should be searching for those things. So think of the help that you bring. What help are people searching for? And then find a way to put that help or those keywords into your bio, into your name. Also, Instagram Reels has allowed you to put in topics that reel falls under, and I think that's really cool, because then when they see that somebody is interested in those topics, they will push your content to that person, and that is super important. So the next time you post a reel, scroll to topics and just pick the topic. So for me, I pick career development, entrepreneurship, business, and so anybody that has shown interest in all these things, my reel is going to pop up one time or the other for them, and that's really cool. Let me tell you something about the algorithm. It's not against you. The algorithm's job is to make sure that everybody has what they need to remain on the app. So the algorithm is not here to fight you, it's here to help itself. And what it's designed to do is to make sure that everybody sees more of what they want to see. So position yourself for the algorithm to use. Think of a Google for social media. Now, the next thing that you need to be doing, if you're not already doing it, is actually supporting others. The first thing I talked about was creating engaging content, and that's content that people will share. And you should not be expecting people to show goodwill towards you if you don't show goodwill towards them. How do you do that? You share their content, you engage on their posts, you attend their lives. That's how you share goodwill. That's how you support people. And if you're trying to build a network right now, and you should, if you're building your personal brand, people are currency. People are your currency. Your ideal client could be on somebody else's page, but you're not going there because you did not do the work required to reach out. It's not easy to reach out. That's why there's a lot of inner work that goes into it. But once you do that and you're able to show full support for somebody, you share their stuff, you introduce them, you connect them, you hype them, and they will in turn do that to you because people reciprocate, right? And so when that happens, you're now exposed to another audience that you didn't have access to before, and so on and so forth. Finally, you could do collabs. Now, collabs are one way that you can really grow and find maximum exposure on Instagram, because when you create a post with somebody, right, when you collab, that collab feature on Instagram, if you don't know it, there's a way that you can collab with somebody. You can create one post that will show on both your feeds, and it will show created by or collab by, anyway, both your names, right? So their audience will see it and they'll see that it was also created by you. Your audience will see it and they'll see that it was created by them. So that collab really works and it's really cool. So both of you could think of a topic, think up a topic and create it. You could also create a reel together with the person you're collaborating with. You could also go live together and just talk about stuff. You could invite her over to your live, him or her, and they could invite you to their live, and the more exposure you get. There's no room for competition here. There is absolutely no room for competition, because the person that is looking for personal branding who doesn't dig my vibe might dig somebody else's vibe, and vice versa. So your tribe is going to come to you whether or not there's another person doing the same thing as you. So please, collab, guys. Collab. That thing works. The final thing I'm going to tell you is to stay consistent. You already heard that. You're going to hear it tomorrow and the next, because that's the name of the game. Most people quit in 3 months, 6 months when they don't see results, but it is in 12 months that you will even really start to see product of your work. Put in the work and stay consistent with everything you've got. If you're doing this, commit to it. The results are possible, and I always say everything that's possible is possible for you. We see other people getting it. Why do you think your case is going to be different? But when you don't believe that it's going to happen for you, you're not going to put in the work to bring those results to life. And that just makes it a self-fulfilling prophecy. You didn't believe it was going to work for you, so you didn't do the work, and so it didn't work for you. Don't be that person, okay? Please get into the waitlist so that I'll let you know as soon as the podcast is released. I'm super excited. I'm super thrilled. We're going to go on a brand new journey, and we're going together, and you know that I'm going to be sharing everything along the way. So thank you so much for watching this. Good luck with your brand, and I will see you in the next video.